my name is John Lim. I'm the Ministry Director for Calgary's InterVarsity Christian Fellowship, and you're watching Andrew Morinaga's video newsletter. I want to share a little bit about a winter camp that we had for over 120 students from our province in Alberta in early February 2013. InterVarsity owns a bunch of camps, and one of our camps is outside of a town called Rocky Mountain House, and it overlooks a beautiful, beautiful lake. The weather that weekend usually is very cold. It's one of the coldest weekends in Alberta, but God was very good to us. We had very beautiful weather. The rink, the lake was cleared off, and a beautiful hockey rink was made, all to the delight of many Canadian students. And Canadian students played hockey all afternoon. They played a lot of other winter sports, including some curling and throwing snowballs at each other. There were all sorts of other activities at the camp that students loved to take advantage of, including horseback trail riding in the middle of winter. There was worship, there was a talent show, and we had an excellent speaker. We had a speaker from Saskatchewan. Her name's Lisa Laird, and she was Andrew's interim director last year. She came to speak on the Gospel of Luke, and in particular Luke chapter 4, as Jesus spoke to some of his constituents in his home church. There were many impacting things. The topic was on Jesus' vision, and would you be a part of Jesus' vision? The end of the talks ended with the fairly haunting questions that many students are still wrestling with today. The speaker posed a question around, just thinking hypothetically, if your university fellowship, if your InterVarsity chapter disappeared, would anyone notice? Or essentially, what was the impact? Is there any impact? And if so, would people know if your fellowship wasn't there anymore? So students thought a lot about this, and they prayed a lot about it, and many of them made many decisions to become more prayerful, more involved on their campus, and to be a model of Jesus and his love on their campus. Andrew participated in this camp like an active staff worker, and he did an excellent job. You need to know Andrew is a very excellent staff worker. And what he did is he took about 8 students from both of his campuses, both SAIT, the Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, and ACAD, the Alberta College of Art and Design. And he traveled with them. He made sure they got there, and he sat with them at everything, whether it was meals, talks, worship, having a snowball fight, and he helped them process through many things. You know, how is Jesus in your life today? What do you think about the speaker? What is the speaker saying? Do you agree or disagree with that? What does that have to do with your studies? What does it have to do with perhaps your dating relationships or your relationship with your parents? So Andrew did a very good job hanging in there with students, helping them to understand who it is Jesus is and invitations Jesus may have from that. So very glad that Andrew's here, and you should be very proud of him. I'm going to include some photos of the winter camp so you can see what some of the big deal was. So thank you for your support and love for Andrew. He's doing very good here. Pray for him. He needs more financial support. Pray for him too as he's building relationships with students, and they're ramping up for this next upcoming school year in September 2013. Thanks for your time.